Hello, and welcome to this installment of Kronos Refresher Training. Today we're going to discuss time off requests and walk through the basic workflow that an employee would go through to submit a time off request. As always, please do reference the most recent version of your standard operating procedures. This will give you step-by-step directions on how to submit and manage the items we're discussing today. So we're going to review the employee's calendar, how they will submit requests, how to retract requests and when employees can no longer do so, and then we will go briefly over totals and how to do these. So the first thing I did is I went in and I logged in as an employee that also has a manager license. So this view is pretty typical for someone like a bookkeeper that has to do both manage employee time cards and as well manage their own time off requests. So one thing the employee can always do, the employee or anyone with supervisor rights to that employee, is they can click on the accruals tab and they can see the totals, total accrual balances that they have here. If you ever want to know when an employee has taken or earned leave, you can run the accrual detail report for an extended date range, and that will give you all basically grants and takings. So from this, I can see that I have 80 hours of vacation, 16 hours of personal business. Some of these totals, like FMLA, donated leave, vacation advance, and overflow, you may not see on the time card. This employee is set up to have admin rights as well. So if you don't see these on your time card, then pay no attention. So the first thing an employee would do is they would come to the top right and select My Calendar. Calendar is the basic module for submitting and managing time off requests. So when the employee pulls up their calendar, they have a couple options. They can change the way that they view the week, or they view totals. If you're a manager or bookkeeper and you are coming into approved time through your manage approval wizard, you would do the same thing. So what I'm going to do in this scenario is I am going to request an amount of time off for the previous week. And then in our follow-up video to this, it will be tailored specific to managers and bookkeepers. We'll look at managing and editing that time. But we want to say for personal business, let's say last week on Wednesday, I was out, and during that week, I can see that I actually have 33 hours worked. So I may not want to submit a full day, 40 hours. If I know this in advance, I would want to come in and put hours, 7.0. And make the start time whatever the start of the shift is. Remember, this start time must always be on the quarter hour. So even if the employee left at, let's say, 8:12, you would need to either put 8 o'clock or 8:15 here. If you were to put 8:08 or something outside of the quarter hour, it will throw off your totals. And you'll notice that your totals do not come out even. So in our next video of managing time off requests, we'll review how managers and bookkeepers can correct that if an employee does not put a start time that is on the quarter hour. The employee can leave a note here if they choose, and then they would simply submit the time off request, personal business, starting on the 17th. So now they have this personal business time off request pending. The only time an employee can retract this request is before it has been approved by a manager. So as long as the supervisor has not approved this yet, the employee could come in and retract this request. Once it has been approved, the employee can no longer do anything. The pay code is inserted on the schedule, and that is done. So that is the basics of submitting a time off request. Remember, from the totals section here, you can view your totals in time and your accruals. If you ever want to run a report to see exactly when items were granted, you can do so from the reports wizard. And that is making a time off request. If you do have any questions, please refer to the standard operating procedures. If you still are having issues, please feel free to reach out to the Kronos support inbox. Thank you.